We're here today at Cypress College in the office, the student body, and we're talking to Jose Gonzales. May I ask you, yeah, what's your title, and pretty much what's your motivation, and yeah, your major?
Okay. My name's Jose Gonzales. I'm the president of the Associated Students here at Cypress College. My purpose is to kind of help the student body out here as many ways as possible. There's two ways you can approach it. You can look at it as providing all the students or helping students receive all the resources that they need, such as, means of finding ways to provide the textbooks or keeping student fees down as much as possible. A lot of times that's out of our control, so we can't really do much, as well as try to improve student life, which is really important. I came to Cypress College a few years ago, and there weren't as many students around, and the campus life wasn't as active and vibrant. And we have a lot of students this year that came because of the budget cuts. A lot of them got redirected here. So with the increased student population, the campus is coming a little bit more to life, and all we kind of have to do is just kind of organize that and maximize that. So we want to create an environment where, students like coming to Cypress College. You asked what I already gave it away. What my major was I'm a philosophy major, as you know. And I hope to go to grad school someday and become a philosophy professor. That's my goal in life. So.
That's cool. And you do also do some tutoring on your off time too, right? You go out of your way, because I've seen you in a classroom helping people out, about 2 or 3 people waiting for you, and I've seen you do your work. So that's pretty cool, dude.
Thank you. Yeah. My mindset is I always like to help, and especially taking on this position, I felt that, if I'm going to be doing this, I got to make sure that I know why I'm here, and I'm here to help out my classmates. So whatever it is that I can do, whether it's advocating for them on at the Board of Trustees meeting or helping them out with their math homework, it's all the same to me. It's helping out.
Cool. It sounds like you're giving a lot back. Can you give out some of your background? I mean, you have told me off the camera that you worked for a while and you got kind of bored, and pretty much you said something to yourself saying, hey, I need to get going.
Well, right out of high school, actually, I'm a returning student. I'm a little bit older than most. People think I actually still get carded when I go out to dinner and stuff, so it's just kind of cool. But I'm a returning student. I graduated a few years ago, and I didn't know what I wanted to do right after I graduated from high school. So I just decided to do something practical, and I went to computer school, and I got certified. And so once I got done with school, I joined the workforce and did that for quite a while. And, it's a good career. I was making good money at the time. I'm not working as much now because of my studies, but I was making really good money. But it wasn't what I wanted. And that was very evident when I would come into work every day in the office. And I just had that little bit of a dread. And you don't want that when you're coming to work. You want to be walking in and kind of excited about coming to work, or even when you're not as excited, you're like, well, this isn't exciting, or this is kind of hard, but I still like what I do, and so I needed that, and I always had a desire to go to college, but I never had a reason to do so, and until finally I decided, or I found out what my interests were, and it was in philosophy and history and just basically getting educated in general. That was another driving force, is I came to realize that education is very important for every individual. It it rounds you out. It expands your perspective. It makes a better citizen out of everyone, in my opinion. So, with those two motivations, I decided to take the leap, and I came back to college, and I decided to come to Cypress College, and I've been happy I did. I don't regret it at all.
In the beginning of the semester, I noticed you've been pushing a lot of activities, club rushes. I mean, so far so good. I mean, we haven't reached that pinnacle, that top point. Is there anything else we have to we're going to look forward to?
Yeah, right now, touching back on pushing people to get involved. When I was in high school, one of my English teachers told me that, it's a big difference between going to school and taking your classes and going home, or going to school, getting involved, taking your classes, and it changes dramatically your school experience, and there's so much more return on it. It improves your education. It helps you to build friendships. Your school benefits from it because you're involved, you're helping out, and you're just making things better. So that's really important to me. In regards to what to look forward to this year, if everything goes to plan, which I think it will, right now it's actually kind of slow with AS because we have a whole new body, a whole new bunch of people. We have 41 people on our council. As of Monday, we'll have 41 people, which is the largest council that AS has ever had here at Cypress College, which is exciting. But it's also a lot of work because it's a lot of new people that we got to train up. So right now we're kind of training them foundationally. We're setting up a lot of new processes and a lot of new ways of doing things. We're trying to make things easier and a little bit more efficient. And so that whole thing's got to sort out. But once we get going, it's going to be like a well-oiled machine. You've heard that saying before, and that's what we're trying to do. And we're looking, like I said before, to improve the school spirit around campus. We're really big on trying to promote our campus athletics teams. Not a lot of people know what's going on with them, and we want to make sure that they have the support so they can be successful. And we're trying to build some school pride on that, on top of the things that every good student government should do, which.
Yeah, what do you have to say about professors and how they have touched you as well as me? Because I can go on forever about me, about the professor, but they've done to me.
Yeah. I've had really good experiences with most of my professors. I've been able to, just out of a few of them, they're so caring here. I think it's because the environment is a little bit smaller than like a university setting where you have one professor to, 200 students or something ridiculous like that. Luckily for me, I've joined the honors program, and so that even makes it easier for you to kind of build a relationship with the professor because it's smaller classroom settings, it's seminar style, which means that it's discussion based. It's not necessarily a lecture. And so just to be able to talk to your professors firsthand about the questions, what you're, how you're processing all the information and the ideas, it's very exciting. It's a really good experience, and I've found that they're very flexible in regards to meeting with you, and they're very willing to help you out wherever they can. So I love the staff here, not just our staff here, our faculty, but our administrators. I think we have, and I've said this a bunch of times all over the places, we have really good administration, and I'm really happy to be here. We don't, it makes our job as student body a lot easier, or the student body government a lot easier, because sometimes you run into administrations that, they have their set ways, and that's the way they want to do it, and they're not open to any suggestions, and so the student body sometimes kind of has to fight for that. We haven't had to do that a lot here, and just kudos to them and kudos to the faculty. So that's, one of the reasons why I'm so happy to be here at Cypress College, because I think it's an awesome school. So I want everyone to know that, and I want to show that to everyone. That way everyone's happy to be here at Cypress College, because it's a great opportunity to be here.
Yeah, do you know what the past presidents have been up to, or what have they done? I mean, what have they done, and what have you done more than them?
I know a little bit about past presidents. I know last year's past president, Jeanette Vasquez, and she did an awesome job. She was really instrumental in making sure that, we were following our processes, that everything was done in an orderly and fair manner. And I think that's something that should be provided to the council, that we've been able to continue this year. She also was really big about starting some really big projects, like a textbook relief program that we're working on, as well as a couple of other key programs that we're going to start this year. So, and I think that every year presidents have added a little bit to AS, and over time it's been improving. I hope that when I leave, there are some good positive things that work, and that will add to the council, and that will make next year's council even better, and then they can improve on it, and so on and so forth. Awesome.
Is there a particular goal that you're looking at to reach?
There's goals. I can't say there's one really big thing in particular, because I'm very ambitious. So for the school, there's two big things that I want to do. One is improve campus spirit and pride, and as well as I've stressed before, is trying to get those resources to my classmates, to our classmates as much as possible. Maybe coming up with ways to do some scholarships, or finding out ways to cut textbook prices down, like I've said before. So
awesome, dude. Yeah, is there anything you want to say or add on to, and anything in your mind that you want to push forward to out in the Cypress College students that are going to be watching this?
I would, and it would probably be the same thing that I told you, and it's get involved. Get involved, guys. We want school is going to be what you make out of it. So if you go to class and you do your homework and you go home, I mean, you'll do great. You'll have good grades. I don't doubt that. But it takes away so much from what could be. And I think that if everyone has that attitude, I mean, Cypress College can be like the best community college in California.
I have to agree. Yeah, this is a good friend, Jose Gonzales, president of ICC. Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Yeah, so let's get our hands dirty, guys.